Welcome to your Unit 1A Objective 4 notes on finding endpoints. And our goal is to find an endpoint given the midpoint and another endpoint. So essentially, if we're given this point as a midpoint and some other point here, we'll call it A and M, we want to find this corresponding endpoint over here. The way we're going to do that, well, there's three actual ways. But we need to remind ourselves that the midpoint formula is x1 plus x. Whoops, where's my eraser? Try that again. All right, midpoint formula. x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. All right, so we can use this formula and some algebra to find the endpoint B if we're given A and M. Essentially what we'll do is average the unknown B value of x comma y and set it equal to the midpoint. So we would do 4 plus x over 2 equals 2. Because the 4 is the x-coordinate of the A value and 2 is the midpoint value. To solve this, we'll multiply both sides by 2 and we'll get 4 plus x equals 4, so x equals 0. And then we'll do the same thing for the y value. So 6 plus y equals not over 2 equals 9. Then 6 plus y equals 18. And y equals 12. The last thing you always need to remember is that you need to write it as a point, so it's the point 0, comma, 12. The second way that you can do this is by using the graph and literally plotting the 2 points. So A is negative 3, 5, so we'll start at the origin, we'll go left 3 and up 5 to this point right here. And I'll label that A. And the midpoint is 2, 0, so I will go right 2. And then you count the rise over the run the way we did before. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to the M value. And then we'll go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went down 5. And right 5, so we're going to go down 5 and right 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is our B point. Now the last thing you have to remember is to actually write the coordinates. So again, starting from the origin, to get to B, we go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the x value is 7, and the y value is negative 5. Okay. The last way to do this is to kind of take a walk on the number line and again kind of think about what you're doing for the x values and what you're doing for the y values. So for x, to go from 0 to negative 3, we're subtracting 3, which means that for b, we'll have to go from negative 3 and subtract 3 more. And so that would be negative 6 for your x values. For your y values, you're starting at 5 and you're going to negative 4. So you're subtracting 9. We would have to do that again and subtract 9. Negative 4 minus 9 is negative 13. And there's your point. I think that's probably the easiest method. But you do have to be careful which direction you're going. So in this example, we have M and B. So we're going from B to M. We're always going from the endpoint to the midpoint. So in this case, we're going from 3 to negative 3, which means we subtracted 6. So to get to A, we would need to subtract 6 again. Negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9. And then we're going to do it for the y values. So 10 to negative 2 means we subtracted 12. So we'll have to subtract 12 again. Negative 2 minus 12 is negative 14. And there's the other endpoint. All right, try example 5 on your own and let me know if you have any questions.